All right, so got cylinder head here. Very nice cylinder head, welded, 3220 welded chamber, radius cut, big valve seats installed, 3228, multi-angle valve job, bronze guides. These bronze guides have been dome shaped before installation. Spark plug chamber, spark plug area shaped, cut and cleaned. Intake port is unreal. This is a 32 millimeter opening, so it's unbelievable. It's all been flow tested, stuff like that. I'm just in the process of reassembling the head. Yeah, this is definitely one for the record books. Mr. Wild, you're a monster. This is actually gonna have EFI connected to it. So normally something like a carb, like 32 millimeter port or something like that, you might worry about a velocity drop, and then losing the signal to the carburetor. If you don't have that airspeed moving over the jets, you don't really get that fine of an atomization. But with the EFI, it's a completely different animal. You have a mass airflow sensor, so that sensor is gonna pick up however much air it's moving. So the more air, the merrier, and then the injector just finally atomizes that fuel. So able to bring the ports out a lot bigger than normal. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but welded in the oil passage area. Had to epoxy the back of the port, cut the spring pockets. Big tube welded on. This tube actually also raised the port run a 1/4 inch and changed the angle of it. You can kind of see the stock angle will be more like my finger. So this it's the port angle's changed, raised runner, completely epoxy port, massive port where we broke through back on the back of the head and through the oil plug, steel aluminum plug put in and welded in. Really nice head, exhaust port, nice. It's actually, I just sprayed it down with some WD-40, cleaning out the valve guides, before I assemble the head. So, what I do is I run the valve, I spray a little WD-40 in there, run the valve up and down, and wipe the valve off with a paper towel. But yeah, I mean, it's got some dust in there right now. I gotta wipe it down, but really nice exhaust port. The polishing shows everything, and that's pretty damn good for a Mara polish port. It's just another head that I'm building. This guy, Raw, he's a really cool guy. He sent me in a bunch of stuff, some Mac tools, some welding rods. He just wanted the best he could get. So I went, above and beyond on this head. He had already bought the head welded from me off eBay for like $249. It was just a chamber. And then he sent it back and spent some more money to put this tube on radically. We had to do the flange, the flange to the tube, and then, reconfiguring all that. It just takes a lot. I mean, it doesn't look like hard, like you would just weld the tube on, but there's a lot of like craftsmanship that goes on to raise and angle a port. Just even, especially when you have a flange on there. Without a flange, that tube, you can just cut it at any angle and it doesn't matter. But when you have a flange, you have to worry about your X and your Y staying straight, so that, because there is a top. The flange has bolts located on it, so you got to keep that EFI straight up and down. It's not like it has like a silicone tube where you can just adjust the carburetor straight. So there's a little bit more involved. So I did take my time, gave it to him. He told me what he had to spend, and I spent 4 days on it. 4 days. basically on the intake port. And then, you know, because of all the welding, you didn't have the bronze guides in there and stuff. So because you did the guides and the welding, you know, you basically have to redo everything. And it wasn't ported, so I ported it, did the guides, reamed and honed those. And because you do the guides, then you got to recut the seat. When you recut the seat, you got to recut the chamber. When you recut the chamber, you got to repolish the chamber. So I basically just rebuilt it up for him. He's a really good guy. He's looking to make a lot of power. You know, big time with me is just, you know, the way people interact with me. And he's just like a cool dude, straight shooter. He knows what he wants. And he just wants it done right. So, you know, telling me, you know, his budget and just letting me work within it, I feel like, you know, it was really smart on his part. We just went through the box he sent me, a couple packs of springs and stuff, but he didn't send me the valves. So I'm even going to throw him in a set of valves, Rob. I'm going to throw you in a set of valves, and I'm going to assemble the thing for you too. So thank you, Rob. I hope you enjoy this head. I definitely want to hear back some numbers from this thing. It's going to be an absolute monster. I know on my flow bench it now holds the record for a small block head, which is pretty mean. I'm talking about it annihilated the previous small block flow number. So yeah, I mean, you could just tell by looking at that port, you know, that thing is amazing. It's amazing. It's literally smooth, straight walls, just the right texture on them. I mean, it's just, this thing is it's one for the record book. So Rob, thank you. Paul from Paul's Karts. You guys have any projects, want to do something like this, want to get real outrageous, there's a number right here, 781-492-7358. Give me a jingle. Again, you guys have a good day. Paul from Paul's Karts. Thank you for watching. Hey, click like and subscribe too, man. A lot of my views are coming from unsubscribed viewers. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Check it out. Thanks. Bye.